On the topic of credit cards, do you think the average person uses them appropriately, or would you say, for the most part, it's just a bad
The
thing?
average person?
Yeah.
Ooh, dude, I don't know the statistics around this, but I guess we know the median balance is in the thousands, right? So I'm sure the average person.
Oh,
fucks up.
the average credit card debt right now, I think, is like $6,000. It's like
Yeah.
$6,600. The average person.
Average.
Yes.
So is that the average credit card debt, and then that's you put that so you divide by 330 million or whatever?
Well, not
the
everyone
amount of
has a
people
credit
that-
card.
I know. I'm
the
just
average
saying, like,
person
the
with a
amount of
credit
people
the
with
average
that.
person with a credit card has a balance of, I believe it was $6,600. I did a video similar to this about like the American debt, and the
Crazy.
savings rate is 3% right now. For the average American, 3%. And if they're making $65,000 a year, they're saving like $2,000 a year, and they have a credit card balance of $6,600. There's no way to pay it off.
Yeah.
You physically can't. It just doesn't work.
Do you think then that it could be irresponsible to advocate for credit cards for something that generally is bad?
I don't know, man. That's kind of the same thing as just like, someone could get addicted to that coffee right there. I don't drink, but I don't care if people drink. Like, someone could get addicted to it. I don't know. That's why I always just say use credit cards only if you're a credit card person. If you can demonstrate that you can budget and pay your bills correctly for at least a quarter, then maybe give yourself like an intro credit card, right? You really got to do it safely. It's a tool, but just like any other tool in construction, dude, you can get your head caved in. So just got to be safe. I don't like super advocate for credit cards. I wouldn't say either. I'm not even, dude, if you looked at my wallet, you'd be so bored as like a credit card
What do you
person.
got?
I'm like nothing. I got like just a couple credit cards that make sense.
That's fine.
Business credit cards. It's just like, I'm not a super big advocate. I like them because I can utilize them and I like to finesse a little, but I'm not like, go get a credit card, go get a credit card, go get a, but credit scores. I know our boy Dave he doesn't think credit scores are the biggest thing in the world, but underwriting, you really got to find like the right institution for that. It definitely becomes less convenient, especially for apartment hunting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, then again, maybe I am advocating for smart credit card usage and training from parents to kids so that they can build a good credit. So when they go to lease their own place without any roommates or co-signers or whatever, that they're able to get it. So
You know what they're
It's
going to do at
complicated.
some point? Because I have a feeling that credit card usage and interest rates are going to be an issue over the next probably 10 years in terms of like Congress and senators, and they're going to look into this. I have a feeling at some point they're going to mandate credit card companies require a test before you get the credit card.
Interesting.
And just basic, like, is a 24% interest rate when you have $1,000 debt? What is that? And you have to like select the dollar amount. Or like, is your credit going to take a hit if you don't pay it off after 30 days? Like all these questions. And if you answer like 5 questions correctly, like basic beginner level questions, then you get the credit card. Because they do that
Interesting.
with stock trading. When you sign up for Robinhood options, you have to answer a few stupid basic questions that a monkey could answer, but they're questions. At least it's Robinhood. Hey, we did our job. We did something. I think a credit card should do that if people are taking out loans. I remember the one that you had on your show didn't understand what the credit card interest rate was and thought that was her limit, or there was like a weird one like that, right?
Yeah, probably.
She just like didn't understand what it was, like the 20%. She's like, oh, I thought this is like how much I could spend.
A lot of them, they think their 2% cashback is beating their 30% interest. So like, yeah.
What percentage of just the general, what you've seen come on your show can be solved with some more financial literacy and discipline versus the stuff that realistically these people are going to need to file for bankruptcy and take extremely drastic measures to completely reset?
Vast majority. I'd say only 5% this year that we've uploaded. Like it needs to be something extreme, like bankruptcy is like the only option, or
So 1 out of
vast
20.
majority.
And the people that come on your show are probably a representation of some of the people that are lower on the scale of just general financial status.
Absolutely.
So we're talking a very small percentage of people you would say are actually financially screwed.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Again, when we go back to the average American doesn't have can't afford $1,000 emergency, or the $6,000 credit card balance. A lot of people are financially fucked. A lot of people don't have even close to enough for retirement. Like a lot of people are financially fucked. As dire as what we have on the show for the average or the median American, no, we're definitely on the lower half because, we want it to be a challenge. We want it to be more interesting. It's definitely, but these are still the people you're working with. They're the people you're walking next to on the street. They're people in your family. I'm talking about money's taboo in the country. So it's like, we don't know until they come on here. So many people actually have come on the show to send us, or we talk to them in a follow-up, and they're like, yeah, like my coworkers knew I was coming on the show and stuff, but they were so surprised at how bad my finances were. And it's just, we don't know.
Now, on their side, what's the most difficult part about being poor or broke?
Yeah, when you don't have an emergency fund, that's where things can get fucked. I mean, what happens? A pet gets sick. Shit gets scary.
That's got to be the worst, honestly, for a pet.
Yeah.
It's expensive. I had to take Bailey in. She had a little limp. Apparently, she had a sprain. It was almost $1,000. $1,000 for medication, for them to look at it and do an x-ray.
I did 30,000 recently.
Wow.
30,000, multiple surgeries on my Great Pyrenees.
What happened?
She ate a toy. This small little piece of a ball.
Do you have insurance?
I do. Saved me 20. Because I think that was the cap. It was still 10. But it busted up her intestine, so it exploded, and then sepsis and stuff.
How's the dog?
Oh, she's great. She's great now. She's great now. But
that was a $30,000 surgery.
Yeah, it was so hard to catch because usually they were telling me like that blockage and stuff. It's like they can't keep down any food. They can't, it's just diarrhea and vomit. But she wasn't really showing that many symptoms.
How did you know?
It's because she would like show symptoms and then she'd be fine for a few days, and then symptoms and then fine for a few days. And I was like, okay, well that's it. I was sent in. They sent her home saying nothing was wrong after X-rays. Then a week later, after symptoms like kept popping up, I'm like, okay, something's happening. She was acting slow, and I brought her over, and that's when they realized it split open. And
how'd they realize
hard.
that? Did they get a different scan or something?
Yeah, they went with the ultrasound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why do I think that this was the second time this had happened?
Yes, because it is. Because that's why she looks like a big scary dog every time she goes outside alone now, because she wears what's it called?
Muzzle.
But it's not because she bites. It's because she eats shit. So
why?
I don't know, dude. She's obsessed. Apparently, I was talking to one of the vets there, and her Great Pyrenees does the same. So she
is that a breed thing to like see something and just want to eat it?
My other dog doesn't. My other dog chews sticks but spits them out. And he chews on bones and stuff, but spits it out. But I don't know, man. She's crazy. So I'm telling people, it feels so fucking mean. It feels so mean. But I've started to come to the mindset where, like, if you cannot afford pet insurance, you cannot afford a pet. Because if you can't afford to pay for a life-saving event, or even if you can't afford to pay to take them in and have them throw up, you know how they can do that little medication if they eat something? If you can't afford to pay that, you can't afford a pet. You can't, because
you think a pet is a privilege.
Yeah, they're your responsibility. You're taking on that contract,
A really scary truth is just how vulnerable your digital life is, and most people have no idea until it's too late, and then they're stuck spending several hours trying to solve a problem that they did not create. So don't be like my roommate Kevin, because I kid you not, his identity got stolen 2 years ago, and guess who's still paying for it? Me. Because the one thing he still can't recover is his Venmo.
See, the trouble with identity theft and fraud is that it doesn't happen all at once. And by the time you notice, usually the damage is done.
And that's exactly where our sponsor, OmniWatch, comes in. It catches problems early by keeping an eye on your identity, credit, financial accounts, and online activity altogether. And the best part is that setting it up only takes a few minutes, and then from there, it works quietly in the background all day, every day.
OmniWatch monitors your credit activity, data breaches, and the dark web using AI-powered detection tools that are able to spot suspicious activity in real time. If it finds something unusual, you get an alert that tells you exactly what happened and the next steps to take.
You can lock your credit, secure all of your accounts, and fight fraud with just one click. If identity theft does occur, OmniWatch connects you with US-based specialists to restore your identity and handle the damage with up to $2 million in identity theft insurance.
So head on over to omniwatch.com/iced to get 50% off of your first month and see for yourself if your information's actually secure.
Seriously, guys, the peace of mind is worth it. Protect your credit, identity, and online data today. Again, that is 50% off your first month at omniwatch.com/iced.